Starfleet on Stardate 72487.9 when the USS Kelso is lost with all hands. The USS Kelso was supposed to be on a routine mission to study the long-term effects of the Hobe supernova on the star system in the Devon sector when it was destroyed. Initial reports indicated that the USS Kelso could have come under attack. However, when the remains of the vessel was recovered by the USS April, it was found that the coolant leak caused by an experimental cloaking device on board the Kelso caused plasma to vent from the ship. The plasma reacted with the ionizing radiation present in the area, causing the explosion which destroyed the USS Kelso. After careful consideration, Captain Barrack's plan of the USS April reveals the cause of the USS Kelso's destruction to the Romulan ships assisting in the search for the vessel. Praetor Terris lodges an immediate complaint with the Federation Council and, as a gesture of good faith, informs the Klingon Empire of the details of the Kelso's destruction as well. Starfleet security admits that the USS Kelso was testing a Federation cloaking device. The Romulans eject all Federation diplomats and ships from their space in protest, and Chancellor Jimpok recalls the Klingon ambassador to the Federation back to Kronos for strategic discussions. Tensions between the three powers are at their highest point since the destruction of Romulan homeworld in 2387. After a full inquiry, 6 members of Starfleet security are court-martialed. It takes 3 months for Federation President Adi Kokeg to convince the Romulans and the Klingons to send representatives to a summit to discuss the situation. When the meeting finally begins, Kokeg makes the Federation's position clear. He apologizes for the experiments into cloaking technology and says that he has signed an executive order banning all research into or creation of Federation cloaking technology. The narrow legal view may be that the Treaty of Elgeron ended when Romulus was destroyed. The Romulus Star Empire we knew is gone, and you are new people. What has not changed is the Federation's commitment to peace, Kokeg says. Happier news for Starfleet is the successful conclusion of the dispute over the mobile emitter, now in the possession of the photonic lifeform known as the Doctor. He agrees to accept the commission as the Lieutenant Commander in Starfleet and takes the position of Chief Medical Officer at the research facility on Galor 4. Because the mobile emitter will be with him at Galor 4, the Starfleet Corps of Engineers will have the opportunity to study the device. It was never that I didn't want to let Starfleet learn more about the mobile emitter. I respect Starfleet a great deal, and I have the utmost amount of admiration for Admiral Janeway and the fine men and women in the service. I needed Starfleet to respect me, said the Doctor in an interview with the Federation News Service. On Stardate 72858.9, the Vulcans honor the 225th anniversary of the completion of work on the monastery at Pujam. The original monastery was constructed more than 3,000 years ago, but it was destroyed by Andorian orbital bombardment in 2151. After the founding of the United Federation of Planets in 2161, a coalition of Andorian, Vulcan and human craftsmen rebuilt the monastery using hand tools and ancient Vulcan techniques. A strange incident is reported on the Klingon world of Hadurus. While on shore leave from his duties on the IKS Kang, Gerard, son of Torg, is ambushed by the 3 Klingon warriors. He manages to kill 2 of them and brings the 3rd back to his ship. Expecting the attack to be from an enemy of the House of Duras, Gerard is shocked to discover that his attackers weren't Klingon at all. Application of a paint stick forces the captive to change and its shape morphs from a Klingon to a strange tripedal alien. Under questioning by Gerard and members of the IKS Kang's crew, the alien reveals that it is a member of a species known by its Borg designation of species 8472. The alien calls itself an LD and reveals that not only was its party specifically sent to Radarus to capture Gerard and replace him, this was not the first time the Undine have done so. There are Undine infiltrators in every major political entity of the Alpha and Beta quadrants. Bye.